Welcome, everybody. I am so excited actually that I get to sit in with Gina A. And we're going to discuss another show coming up this weekend, Soul of a Woman. Hi, Gina. Thanks for joining.
Hi, thank you for having me. I appreciate
Yes,
being here.
yes. I got to experience your artistry this year at Emoja Fest, Emoja Day of Unity. And let me just say,
Oh,
whoa, your
thank
voice
you.
and the range, insane. How have
Thank
you
you.
started as an artist? I mean, because a lot of times, singers, it's like you knew you were a great singer from a young age. What was your start, Gina A?
I would say church. Definitely started singing in church. In the choir. Had to be there Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday for choir rehearsal, and Sunday. So singing. My mom is a singer. My grandmother is a singer. My dad thought he was a singer, but he would do funny, weird noises. So I gained inspiration from him as well. So I have a family filled with singers and church. So those are my two.
Wow.
Hmm.
And you know what? Honestly, as you come up out of the church, because I know for me too, that was a main influence in my life at a young
Hmm.
age. But
Hmm.
you find your own way in terms of
Yes.
how you're going to infuse that voice into your artistry. How has that journey been for you?
Oh, it's been rough. It's been rough because when you're taught in church, how when you're introduced to God and your beliefs, and you're using your voice for this one entity, sometimes you can get stuck in that. And so I think I call it an existential experience where I left and abandoned Christianity altogether. And in that, I was able to find Yeshua and really build my relationship with the Most High. I thank God for my family and my grandfather, rest in peace, Bishop Robert Edwards, my mom, my uncles, and they're all strong believers. That foundation put me on the path of trying to understand who Yeshua is to me. But I had to abandon that. And then I went through a great depression of not really wanting to sing because I sung for so many years for everybody else and for the church. And on my journey, I realized that I needed to tell my stories, that my voice was an instrument from God to share my experience and my testimonies and the things that I've gone through and be authentic about what I express and don't be afraid. I was very fearful at one point in time of really talking about the things that I want to talk about, my convictions. And now there's no fear. I feel like I'm very free, and there's things that really um, inspired me to to write and sing, and I just kind of go with that. I'm really authentic and truthful with myself at this point.
Man, that says a lot about your artistry and your courage. Kudos to you for being able to step out on your own, feels about how you
Yeah.
really saw yourself as an artist. I think that really is such a great testimony for so many out there who,
Hmm.
start a certain way and then you feel boxed in. And there's
Yeah.
no reason to do that because artistry can take on all forms. How has it been for you since you really have made that trek and made that leap to really say, man, this is who I'm going to be as an artist, as started to brand yourself in that regard?
Like I said, it's part of finding my voice is having to tell true stories and being courageous enough to write the songs the way that they need to be written. And what I mean by that, you can learn a lot about me through my album, even Doxology. I have an album out right now. It's called Doxology, Gina A. There's so much hurt in that and the music, but there's healing, and then there's ups and downs, and these stories that I'm telling are all things that I've lived and I've witnessed. So having to face some demons and face some hard truths about myself and write about it and really sing about it and really put it out there and really learn how to leverage that in the spiritual realm. I believe that God wants all of us to be our authentic selves, and the healing can't take place until we're honest. We have to come to a place of integrity, inner integrity, spiritual integrity within ourselves, so we can actually be healed. And that's what music has become for me. It's become my outlet, my voice to God. It's Him working through me, and then it's my gift that I'm giving back to the giver. So there's a lot of different dimensions to music for me, but the ultimate one is spreading love, and being honest, being as trans. That's the only outlet that I really have in my life where I can just be so honest with myself and honest with God and honest to the people, honest with people. And so now I feel like my journey has been all about me growing and telling stories about my growth and my mistakes and my downfalls and then my victories and then my joys, and really sharing that with people and being used by God in that capacity. God wants to use us for who we are, not for who the church say we are, for who man says we are. It is so important that we are planted and rooted in our own real relationship with him so we can be used to spread a message, a real, authentic, honest message.
Wow. Oh, Gina A. I mean, when you're talking about your artistry, it is so clear that, it's such a foundation, I think, for every artist about
Mhm.
being authentically
Yeah,
themselves, right?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
honestly, yeah, that's what people feel the most, right? And
yeah.
that's what draws somebody in as you're building up a foundation of a fan base or anybody else who's just appreciative of your music, of what you do. So much of it is because you're really like, hey, I'm authentically me on these tracks, and you're really getting me. Well, that brings me to this event that you're a part of. All of these amazing women have such amazing stories like yourself. How has it been to be in this, a beautiful artist community? I love to talk about it in that way because there's such a real foundation of support from so many different people for you to get to these kinds of stages. How has that been for you to be a part of this?
I feel very blessed and again very humbled to be able to sing with such amazing talents. Definitely some amazing, gifted women that I'll be singing with, and I feel very blessed to be able to do that. And definitely humbled. It's weird because when you meet singers who have been singing for a long time, I can speak for myself. Everybody think you're going to people expect this grandiose person sometimes, and to be very honest, I'm very introverted. I'm very very to myself, very quiet outside of singing. And so when people expect me to have this big personality, it kind of takes them back when working with them, because I'm really humble, and don't want to overstep, and want to learn from each of these women. And I'm really excited about what we're doing.
Yeah, soul of a woman. I
Yeah.
mean, third level events does it again. Our guy Anthony Tibbs bringing
Yeah.
together some amazing talent. And honestly, I'm glad that you guys will be in my neighborhood out there in Federal Way at the Performing Arts Center, because honestly, they haven't had a show like this in that center, and I
Nice.
think it's gonna really set it off, Gina A. And I'm just grateful that I get to be a part of it with you all. So tell the folks a little bit more of these details about how they can get tickets, come to the show, when the show
Sure,
is.
sure, sure. So the show is going to be this Saturday. You can go to the Federal Way Arts Museum. No, I'm sorry, Federal Way Performing Arts. If you go to their website, you can purchase tickets there. That's the best way. Or at the door if there's any more left. Last time I checked, tickets are selling out. You are going to be in for a really good show. We have been working hard at this. Everybody's pulling it together and just coming to these rehearsals and just giving it the best that we have. So you are going to be in for a treat. If you can make it, come and just be blessed and enjoy the amazing talent. Just the vocal ability of these women is just next to none. It's just amazing. So you will have a good experience for sure.
Absolutely. And we got Gina A on the lineup. We got Tiffany Wilson. We got
Yes.
April Shante. We got Jamila. You guys are about to blow the roof off. And I'm so excited that I get to see all of it. Gina, thank you so much for taking time in your busy schedule to make sure our audience is informed about Soul of a Woman happening
Yes.
this Saturday, y'all, at the Federal Way Performing Arts Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. As Gina said, if you're looking to get those tickets, man, make sure you cop them now because they
Oh yeah.
are selling out.
Hmm.
And honestly, you will not be disappointed in the talent that you're going to witness. Gina A, thank you so much for
You're
joining me today.
welcome. Thank you for having me. You have a wonderful day.
Absolutely. You too.
Bye.
Bye. Well, y'all heard it right there from Gina. I mean, this is going to be a tight show. I am so excited because honestly, right here in the Pacific Northwest, every time that we can go to a show like this where it is, unapologetically Black, full of amazing talent and really garnered by people that have their feet on the ground here in the community. You're going to be in for a real treat. So please join in on this amazing event happening this Saturday. Y'all heard it right there where you can get the tickets. I'm hoping to see y'all out there. Thanks for watching.